Good morning, one and all present here. Today, we are having a budding psychologist with us who knows art, and through art also she can treat you. So she is none other than Miss Tanvi Jajoria. And for taking her interview, we are having an entrepreneur and a soft skills trainer with us. She is none other than distinguished Toastmaster DTM Richa. Stage is over to you, ma'am.
Thanks a lot, Shubham, for the welcome, and most welcome to the star of the day, Tanvi, who is a psychologist in training and is doing so many things besides just studying. What made you take up psychology as a subject, Tanvi? Please tell us.
So actually I was already very, intrigued by the term psychology, and I've never studied psychology in my school. But,
Okay.
and I was always into science, and actually I took up science before taking up psychology. So
Okay.
when I was doing my graduation in microbiology, I took an extra subject psychology in that year. And then while studying that one extra subject, I felt like this is something I really want to learn, and not the thing that I've been studying
Wow.
since past 3 years. So I
Good.
dropped that year, and then I started again from first year in psychology in another college,
Okay.
and now here I am.
Good, good. Don't you feel that people often have a lot of apprehension besides that the people who study psychology, like they tag you with the different names and has something like this happened with you anytime?
Yeah, I think that's very common with anyone who is into this field. That they say कि तुम तो सिर्फ पागलों के डॉक्टर हो, या तुम्हें
Exactly.
दिमाग पढ़ना आता है.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I have heard that a lot. But the good thing is that I have heard a lot of positive things as well, and not
Okay.
just from the people of our age group, but from like elder citizens as well in my family and the relatives, that they have started to understand that why what is psychology and what being a psychologist means. So there
Hmm.
has been a range of reactions to of people when
Yes.
we get to know that I'm in this field.
Hmm. Very true. Actually, sometimes we need to turn a deaf ear towards all these kind of comments. Otherwise,
Yeah.
हम लोग अपने goals पे आगे pursue नहीं कर पाते, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
And it's
have
not
heard.
practically possible to answer and explain each and everything to every person every
Yes,
time. So either
yes.
just turn a deaf ear, or if you have the energy to explain, do explain.
No, we should never waste time in arguments. Otherwise, हम लोग जो करना चाह रहे हैं ना वो नहीं कर पाते. Well,
True.
I have been hearing a lot about you. What extra step you have taken towards mental health? Please tell us.
Okay. So I have been studying about this, that art can be a great medium of healing for everyone, not just for people belonging to any clinical population who have any kind of disorder, but for anyone. And
Okay.
personally, being an art enthusiast since childhood, this field actually very interested me. That okay, now since I'm already interested in art, and now this can be part of healing process as well. So I
Wow.
started reading about it. I started attending workshops. Even I conducted workshops with Shubham earlier. So that's why I took up this extra step, where I wanted to tell people that first of all, mental health is for everyone, taking care of it is for everyone, and that
Yes.
art can also be a part of your mental health, of taking care of yourself without, probably if you don't want to go to a therapist, you can do certain things at home with yourself that can help you take care of your mental health. So I am learning, and I want whatever I am learning in the process, I just wanted to give that information out to the people who are not that much aware till now. So I
Okay.
came up with this artsy cure about a year ago. But then I got busy, and then this year when this lockdown thing happened unexpectedly, I just started working on it again. And I learned so much, and I got such an overwhelming response that it just felt right that yeah, people need to know about this thing.
Wow. It's good to hear that you are doing so many things for the upliftment of people, isn't it? So, what are your future plans? Where do you see yourself in the same context?
Okay, so I am aspiring to be an art therapist, expressive arts based therapist. So for that, I'll be doing all my certifications required either during my masters or after my masters, whatever this time allows. And
Okay.
So basically, I want to continue with this Art Secure, and I'll be, taking up certain community projects with college students and especially school students, because I've been getting a lot of messages from school students, my juniors, about all the stress and what to do, and they're just completely blank.
Yes,
So I would
yes.
love to work with children and with adolescents, and especially in the field of art-based therapy.
Good. So you have conducted a lot of workshops before. Were it only relating to the awareness of mental health or something else as well?
So a few workshops where we invited certain guests who were practicing art-based therapists. Those workshops were not just about awareness and information, but experiential things. So the people
Okay.
who were a part of the workshop, they actually did certain activities on themselves and then experienced how art-based therapy works in a short
Okay.
period of time.
So any
And
particular age group you catered, or was it a mix-up batch?
art-based therapy in general can be for anyone, any age group, be it for a child or for a senior citizen, anyone. But yeah, in those particular workshops, because we were doing it for college students, so mainly we had people from the college, 18
College
to
only.
22.
Okay. We have one more buddy who is waiting eagerly to have some conversation with you. So let's have Shubham there.
Hello, Tanvi.
Hi.
So my little question to you is like this coronavirus pandemic is over here, and people are little getting like demotivated and like in stress. So two basic activities that we can do in our home to overcome that. Can you please tell?
So, see, you get demotivated when you feel like you have nothing else to do, right? Or there is no purpose in the day or in your life right now, because everything has just come to an halt. So first of all, just find out things which make you feel energized, or the things that make you feel that you have a purpose right now. So for example, if I feel like I have nothing to do, I would look around things make me feel motivated in some way or the other. For example, this marker, I am interested in making art, and if I see this marker, I might feel like, okay, so let's start doing something. So anything that makes you feel motivated to do something, that makes have a purpose, makes you feel that you have a purpose. So just look around your house, what things actually motivate you. It could be a small medal that you got in your school life. So that these things that you never thought of could motivate you in any way will do. So just look around yourself, think of activities that you used to do before but you're not doing right now. Why is it? So these activities cannot be very general, that every person will do the same activity and get the same result. No. Every activity will have a different impact on different person. And to get motivated, every person will have a different source of motivation. So look for motivation around yourself, and in your own interests, what you used to do before and what can you do right now.
True that. So yeah,
Yeah.
you are like a community worker also. You had done work for community. So I want to ask you that why did you do that work? Is this for certifications or like building up your CV or something else?
See, I'll be very honest. When you do community work, it does give you, benefits on both the ends. There are people who do community work just to be there and for the certifications. There are people who do community work because they like it. Yes, I would say that getting certifications is not a big thing, because there are a lot other ways to get certifications and build your CV. But if you're choosing to work for community and then get certifications, I don't think getting certifications should be seen as negative thing, because you have chosen a path that not everyone does. So even if you're doing community work and that is great, and then getting certifications for it is nothing but getting acknowledged for all your efforts. So yes, if I've done community work before in collaboration with any like ProTrack or anything, majorly because I wanted to do something of that kind, and also if I'm being acknowledged for my efforts, that's great.
Thank you so much for coming and all the best for your future endeavors. So over to Richa ma'am.
Thanks a lot, Tanvi, for sharing your experiences and learnings and all the nice, good work that you are doing. It is actually a noble profession, you know. So I would like you to pursue your journey ahead and let us know if you need our support. Thanks a lot for
Thank you so
sparing
much
your
for that.
valuable time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.